see. First story I would love to chat with you about. Let's see. Popular YouTuber, FYB Main. He's a former gangster, probably considered himself a current gangster rapper, blah, 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 from Chicago. He's been making big moves as of late. His YouTube streams are going crazy. He single-handedly, in my opinion, brought No Jumper back from the ashes after their first group of hosts left the channel. He was, by all accounts, next up in this YouTube game, Lonzo. He was just arrested last night with guns and drugs in his car. A little bit more to the story before I get your opinion. He's driving around with a broken taillight, smoking weed in his car while he's driving around with weapons and drugs in his vehicle. If this ain't no niggaverse shit, I don't know what is. There's no one he can blame but himself on this, right, Lonzo?
Man, you know what? This is what happens when you get success too fast. You forget about reality. You go into your own little bubble. You think you can do whatever you want to whenever you want to. And maybe he may think he got the money to get himself out of it, but you still got a headache. Guns and drugs is a headache. You gave the police just cause to pull you over with the taillight. The search, the weed, gives them the smell of the weed, gives them the right to search. Make sure you are not intoxicated while you're driving. So you put handcuffs on yourself, man. You put handcuffs on yourself. You know, what can I tell you, man? You know, and this is something I wish more people would take time to learn to live and learn by other people's mistakes. Okay? Other people's mistakes are the best lessons in the world. Okay? You watch somebody fall on a regular basis, then you do the same dumb shit, only you're gonna do it with the left leg as opposed to the right leg. It's the same shit, trust me. Hey man, what can I tell you? That guns, if they're not his guns, he got a headache. I don't care where you are. If they're not your guns, you got a headache. Okay, you got a headache.
Yep.
Go ahead, go for it, Doc.
Yep. And my guess is they're not his guns. I'm just gonna throw that out there. That's just my guess. But you know, I was granted the opportunity to get my CCW. I carry responsibly when I do carry outside of my house. Really? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When did you get it?
About less than a year ago, this time last year. And it was just something that I had connections, and we're in a time now where I just feel like I sometime may need to, protect myself or my family. And I would never do anything with I would never be smoking weed when I have my gun on me. I would never be driving around with drugs in my car. Like, when you're given an opportunity like that, especially in California, you can't be doing stupid shit. And these kids, you said it yourself, Lonzo, they don't know how to win, bro.
They don't know how to win, dude. When you're winning, go ahead and win, man. Take the W with pride. Don't test how far you can go to the line without getting caught. That don't make no sense, man. You work too hard to get where you are, and you want to go to the line and just test to see how far you can go before you go over the edge. That's stupid.
Yeah, and you said it yourself, learning from other people's mistakes, man. Of other people who didn't know how to win. We talked about the Suge Knights of the past and all these other rappers who are just making money and overnight sensations almost, and they're at the top of their game, and then something dumb like this happens. How are you gonna be driving around with a busted taillight when you know you got all that stuff in your car?
Yeah, that makes no sense.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, dude. Shout out to the chat room. Please post any questions you have for the Godfather West Coast Hip Hop. I'll make sure I copy and paste them, and we'll get to them later. But let's keep it pushing, Lonzo.